Now, you see, I waited a week. I let 2K settle in. The gameplay you're seeing is day one. It was 2K day. This gameplay that you're seeing right here. This gameplay right here is from that Friday when 2K dropped after I got off work. The build that I'm using is right here. This is the build that I was using on day one. I am no longer using this build, but I am not a build guy, so I'm not going to sit here and show you what I'm using now and be like, oh, this is a better build. No, I just had to re-up and remake a different build because of the way that the game is being played right now. Now, this gameplay in the background is not, we were getting carried by the shooting guard. The shooting guard and the power forward on this team were randoms who was getting it in. They were getting it in. This year on PlayStation 5, I am running the 1. So gone are the days of the big man gameplays that you would see and all the good stat lines that you would see that make myself look good at 2K. Now the gameplays you will see will be the real me, trash player. But as far as my week review of 2K thus far, I would say that 2K is definitely an adjustment. 2K is definitely an adjustment from previous years. Shooting is definitely a skill type thing. Now it's still kind of early to say that, but I realize as people start to get their badges, shooting is much more consistent. So once again, it seems like this is going to be another year where badges rule over attribute. You can have a 99-3, but if you don't have the attributes to match it, you probably won't make as many shots as you would with the badges. But gameplay seems pretty cool. There's really not that many complaints. One thing I will state is that, like the friend that made my build, this is going to be a year of big players. So all you guys out there who are running the 1 this year and you're trying to be 6'3", 6'2", 6'4", 6'5", maybe like normal PG heights, my advice to you would be like, get away from that. Get your rebirth and make you a nice little 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", I would say 6'7" if you want to just be regular, like a regular size PG. But if you want to go a little bit over the top, you could be 6'8", 6'9". But with that information and knowing that the game is going to be, bigger players, I will definitely call it now, as we are a week into the game, that by the mid-season, or definitely by the end of the year, but definitely mid-season, I would say by mid-season, you will start seeing teams of 5 small forwards. That seems like the build that you can replicate the most, like the previous years, as far as having badges in every category that are lethal. The 2020, 80 badges type stuff. So that's small forwards will eventually run this game. A small forward they will have 5 small forward positions that do 5 different things. You'll have the point forward, you'll have the shooting small forward, you'll have the slasher / defending small forward, you'll have the stretch 4, that's a 3, and then you'll have the 5, that's like that 6'11" small forward that can get all this interior defense and be quicker and fast. So eventually that's coming. It's not really out here yet. Big men are still kind of ruling, but given that the big men have kind of been patched because of their post hook tactic they've been using, and it's been nerfed into the ground, we might see a dip in the big men builds, and now people will start to use power forwards or small forwards. And once they see that a power forward can be 6'11" and a small forward can also be 6'11", and a small forward probably gets better badges and better mobility and better shooting and all that other stuff, there's no need to make a power forward. But for right now, as a week one overview or review, the game's in pretty good hands. I've been doing a little bit of grind. I definitely rebirth grind. I made a center on Xbox, started grinding him a little bit, but nothing too crazy, nothing too major. I still just been kind of in the wreck, in and out of the wreck a little bit, just kind of getting a feel for the game. And I don't really have no real complaints. I know a lot of you guys who have watched these videos, I've been ranting, and so far there is no rant. Now I will say I have ran into some teams that is one of the direct causes of the rebirth being made. This the build that you first seen, this 3-level score, I think it is, he's pretty decent. you know, he's not a bad build. Unfortunately, the only downside to him was he only had 8 defensive badges, and I believe you need like 10 just to get a tier 3. So me getting any type of good badges wasn't gonna happen. So the rebirth build that I made, he has just a smidge, like 5 or 6 more on-ball defensive points. I mean, as far as like his perimeter defense rating is like 5 points, maybe even like 3 points higher. But his defense, his interior defense, and his defensive rebound and stuff like that is up, so he gets more badges. So now I think the second build has like 17 defensive badges, which now allows me to get stuff like clamps or something of that nature. Clamps and what else is the other tier 3 badges? Clamps and them other tier 3 badges. I'm eligible to get some of them, plus the little add-ons from the welcome to the league, and then I'm pretty sure the game will give you some add-ons throughout the years as you get to 39 and stuff like that. So eventually he'll be in a much better spot than the first player was. As far as my Xbox build goes, I'm pretty sure I just went like the stretch approach, because from the comp games that have been played here, it's just 5 out. This is gonna be year 5 out. 5 out is going to be like OD this year, over the top. That's why it would be best if you're going to make a point guard. My recommendation is to make sure your point guard has defense, unless you have a full team where you're going to just literally have the designated lockdown that's going to guard on ball the whole time. But if you still play with randoms here and there, I would highly recommend your point guard have some type of perimeter defense, some type of defense to where he can hold his own. I have started to learn how to defend better, because I had a rough like 4-day stretch, 3 to 4 day stretch where every game is just cook. But nonetheless though, I really don't have that much to say or speak about in a negative manner, because I haven't played Park, I haven't played my team, just strictly career and rec, and I haven't found anything that's that annoying in the modes yet. Seeing clips on Twitter about Park and things like that, and how the post hooks from almost a 3-point line were going in, and now they're mad because they can't make any post hooks now. But I'm looking at some of the clips like, y'all mad because y'all can't hit sky hook from your foot on the line, your foot on the 3-point line. I mean, come on. But nonetheless, game seems in pretty good shape right now. The only question that is left to ask is, for how long? How long will this game be in this shape? I see Mike Wayne said he tries to keep it the full year, but let Twitter keep talking. Twitter's gonna keep talking, and people are gonna keep complaining as they realize they're not getting any better. They actually suck. When they realize they actually suck, gonna be some issues, and then the game's gonna start tweaking. It's already started tweaking a little bit, because one white a game will go in. Be prepared. Be prepared.